Yes, guys, what's going on? I am Adam McKola. We are live. Manchester United's first pre-season game of the summer is almost with us. Yes, we've got about just under half an hour now until kickoff in that game. Manchester United against Club America. And we do have the team news in for you as well, which I will bring up on the screen very, very shortly. The team news is as follows. Lee Grant is in goal. Manchester United's third summer signing. The only summer signing that was available for selection for Manchester United. Obviously, Diogo Dalot, he is injured at the moment. He is with the squad in America. And Fred, who was with Brazil in the World Cup, isn't with the squad yet. So Lee Grant starts to make his first ever appearance for Manchester United. And we've got Valencia, Smalling, Bailly and Luke Shaw, who gets a start at left back. In that midfield, we've got McTominay, Herrera, Andreas Pereira, with Mata, Demi Mitchell and Anthony Martial ahead of them. Anthony Martial seemingly through the middle as Manchester United's number 9 today. And what we're going to talk about is obviously the various selections there. You're looking at Lee Grant for his first ever appearance for Manchester United. You're looking at Luke Shaw at left back and the opportunity that he has at Manchester United this summer, and of course Anthony Martial as well. We had obviously the rumours with Anthony Martial. It was whilst I was on holiday, so I didn't get affected by them too much, but we had obviously his agent coming out saying he was looking for a move. But since the pre-season tour, since Manchester United have been back in training, Anthony Martial has looked happy as Larry. And now he starts Manchester United's first game up top through the middle as that number 9. Let me know how you guys are feeling in the comments below. Keep your comments coming through. I've got my phone here, so I'll be reading your comments as well and getting you guys involved with, of course, the with the stream as well. We've got James who's in there, who's talking about what channel the game is on. And just so you guys know, the game is on MUTV. That's the only channel that is showing it. I am not showing the game here live. This is just a pre-match chat for you guys and myself, because it's late here in the UK. It's almost 3 AM. It's 2:35 at the moment. Wherever you guys are, we can have a little pre-match chat. Of course, myself and Full Time Devils were supposed to be out there for the tour. We're not going to make the first game. We're not going to make the second game. We're hoping, fingers crossed, we get out for the last 3 games of the tour. We're trying to make that happen. But of course, for now, we are live and we are here. And I'll get that team news up for you on the screen. That is the team news right there. Yes. What do you guys make of the team news? Let us know in the comments below. Of course, this is your show as well. Let me just fix that a minute. Sorry about that. I was just fiddling with the screen. As you can see, it would have moved on your screen as well. But yeah, get hitting that like button. Get your comments in. We got Matthew saying, "Come on, Tony, prove Jose wrong. Could you please give us the lineup again?" Some of you have commented. That's why we've got it up on the screen right now. Nikki is still with us. Thank God for that one. Man United says it's 3:35 where they are, so they're an hour ahead of me. And he's dead at the moment, so hopefully you can hang in there. Drew Summers says the team looks weak. Now obviously, if you don't know, the reason that a lot of players are missing, so we've got Matic, Fred and David De Gea, who will link up with the team in a week's time, so hopefully they'll get the remaining 4 games of the tour. So that's the 3 games in America and obviously the one against Bayern Munich. And then the likes of Lukaku, Pogba, Fellaini, the England players Lingard, Lingard, Jones, Young, and Rashford. They won't link up with the team up until I think the first week of August. So they've got another 2 weeks off as it stands. So that's what we've got at the moment. We've got a few players returning later on. But right now, this is the team that we've got to deal with. Of course, we have got a few players on the bench as well. I say a few. We've got a load of players on the bench. Joel Pereira, Darmian, Fosu Mensah, Axel Tuanzebe, Roshan Williams, Hamilton, Garner, Gomes, Chong, Bahoy, and Greenwood as well. Bohi's got a big chance as well, because you think of Bohi and Greenwood, no strikers. They can get a chance to go up in that attacking area where Martial is at the moment, because Lukaku's not coming back for a while. Rashford's not coming back for a while. So Martial's got a big chance. Let's talk about Anthony Martial for now. Guys, let me get the comments back up on the screen. So we got thoughts at Demi Mitchell at left wing. We'll talk about that in a bit, Albert. He has been playing left back for a while, but of course he can play out there on the left wing. He's not a stranger to that position, and he's got attacking abilities as well. Interesting opportunity for him there. Anthony Martial through the middle. So Anthony Martial, forget about where he's playing. Of course, Anthony Martial could be a backup to Romelu Lukaku in that number 9 position, as is Marcus Rashford. But Anthony Martial's got a big opportunity in this pre-season, in this summer, and of course at the start of the Premier League campaign as well, to say, I am the man that needs to be starting week in, week out. I'm a huge fan of Anthony Martial. He's already done very good things in a Manchester United shirt. I thought last season, in the first half of the season, he was fantastic. Got double figures for goals and assists. He was incredible. After Alexis Sanchez came, Jose Mourinho didn't pick him as much, and he obviously lost a lot of confidence. He wasn't as good in the second half of the season, but he was still, when he was coming in, showing signs of what he could do. This season, we need from him consistency, but we also need from him as well, what I want to see from him is, when he gets those opportunities, like a determination to take them. Because obviously we know his nature is he's very relaxed, he's very calm. That doesn't mean he doesn't care. I'm not saying I want to see him run around like a headless chicken. That's not him. It takes a lot away from him. But we need to see from him, from Shaw, from Rashford, from all these players. Ander Herrera wasn't used a lot last season. We need them to deliver. We need them to step up. Because Manchester United, we're not going to make a whole host of signings this summer. We got 3 weeks left of the window. Hopefully we get 2 more in. Maybe 3 if we're lucky. We got 3 weeks left. So we need players that are already in the squad to step up and deliver, that weren't doing that last season. Martial for half a season did it. Alexis Sanchez didn't do it when he arrived. He had 2 good games, 3 good games for United. So we need these players to step up and improve on last season, make that difference. Ander Herrera wasn't used much at the start of the season. Second half of the campaign he was. We need him to step up. Luke Shaw as well. Ashley Young, same position as Anthony Martial. Well, he's not really, because Luke Shaw's been on the periphery. Martial's been close to the team. But in the terms that players are going to be unavailable because of the World Cup, Ashley Young, who had played at left back all of last season. Luke Shaw's now got a free run up until August as the only, first team left back to stake a claim to say, I need to be starting that game. What we don't want to see is August the 5th or 6th or whenever they come back, a week after, Jose's like, yo, Ashley Young's only trained for a week, but I'm going to start him. Luke Shaw don't want to be doing that. Luke Shaw needs Jose Mourinho to be like, yeah, have no choice but to pick Luke Shaw. He has to start this game. He's fit, he's ready to go, he's looking good. Luke Shaw needs to be in that position in the first game of the season, August the 10th. And then once he's in that team, he needs to say, I ain't coming out of this team. Same goes with Anthony Martial. Same goes with Ander Herrera. We need them to step up and make the difference. Obvious, pre-season, Manchester United against Club America. It's all about fitness. It's all about getting the minutes under the belt. It's all about blowing off the cobwebs off a long summer. It's all about, because these players weren't involved in World Cup international campaigns. They haven't kicked the ball for probably in a match like this 6-7 weeks. So you're looking at that and you're thinking, these lot have got to get back at it. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I always look forward to pre-season returning football because it means the league's around the corner, but we've got even less time now until the league comes around because of how the situation is. Guys, get hitting that like button, get subscribing, get sharing as well. We've got 52,547 subscribers at the moment. I'm trying to hit 100k by the end of 2018. Can we do it? You can help me by hitting that subscribe button. Do you think we'll rotate a lot at half time? I do think we will. I think we'll see probably Joe Pereira come on, a few other changes happen, Chong, Gomes, etc. Because we've got 5 games on the tour. We've got 1 against Bayern Munich, so we've got 6 games. So I don't think up until the last maybe 2 or 3 games will we start to see, us keep the same 10 to 8 players on the pitch to the 60th, 70th minute. So I think we will see at least 4 or 5 changes maybe at half time. Alexis is on his way as his rifleman. That's great news as well, because with Lukaku, with Rashford, with Lingard, with Fellaini, with all those guys being unavailable up until the first week of August, with those guys being out, we need everybody at it. Alexis Sanchez, I was worried that he wouldn't be available for the tour, and now that he's got that visa issue sorted, we can look forward to him being a part of this team and getting fit and getting ready for the new season. Because yes, pre-season games don't mean much in terms of the results. We could lose all 5, it doesn't matter. But what it does matter is that you get those minutes under your belt, because you need to be ready for that first league game of the season. And whilst Alexis Sanchez has had that rest, his training, of course, is keeping fit and all that. We see it on Instagram. There's nothing like playing the matches, and we need him in the team. So obviously he's not available for today, but he will be soon. Someone said, what jersey is this? This is the Germany away kit. It's beautiful. I'm not a Germany fan. I just absolutely love this kit. I got a Nigeria kit as well. Hope Mason Greenwood, Angel Gomes and Tahith Chong get good minutes as Shamey. I hope so too, mate. It'd be good to see. Hyped to see the new kit in action, says St. John. Are we wearing the red kit? I've not seen yet. What I think we've got red socks or whatever. I don't even know. I'm not a fan of the new kit, to be totally honest with you. Hopefully it grows on me when I see it on the players in action tonight. There's the boy Anthony Martial on the screen at the moment. The training top's pretty cool. I like that. He's looking good. He's looking ready. I know it's Club America. Big moment though. Let's get a goal, Tony. Hope Greenwood gets some game time, says Matthew. Luke Shaw to eat his own ankles. I think the youth players going on tour, it shows Kieran McKenna's influence, says Dion. It doesn't really. Jose Mourinho doesn't have a choice for the amount of players that are out. We've got 7, 8, 9 first team players unavailable because of the World Cup. So it's not really. I've got a lot of time for the new kits. Acidic, so he's obviously have a good opinion of the kit. Martial's going to kill it, says Trini. Why does the EPL transfer window end so quickly, says Hardcore? Because there's been a vote by English clubs to close the window before the league campaign starts, which is pretty stupid, because teams from abroad can still buy players of us. We just can't sign players. So before the league campaign kicks off, the window will close. And the league campaign kicks off on the 10th of August. Club America is a good side. Good game for us, as Nigel. They are a good side. They're a Mexican team. Obviously, Club America, some of you guys will be thinking, hey, what's that about? I'm sure when I was in America for one of the other tours, I went to a Club America versus Man United game. I'm pretty sure Morgan Schneiderlin score against them or something like that. Did he? Am I right in thinking that, guys? Let me know in the comments below if I've not remembered that incorrectly. Or was it? Yes, it was. So I have been to a game between Manchester United and Club America. McKola to knock a pack of Guinness, 6-pack of Guinness in 90 minutes. I'd take the odds on that. When's kickoff, Mac? Kickoff is in 13 minutes time. The team, as you can see right next to me, is Grant in goal, Valencia, Smalling, Bay and Luke Shaw, McTominay, Herrera, Andreas Pereira, Mata, Mitchell and Marshall. What do you guys think about the team? It is in Phoenix. It's in the University of Phoenix Stadium. It looks like a beautiful stadium. Shame we never went out there. Loads of shirt swapping and American football players and all sorts going on at the moment. Chandler says, am I excited for the new season? I'm not excited for the new season yet. I'm looking forward to seeing pre-season going down. all that stuff. Hoping to see us make a few signings. When we make those few more signings, I'll be looking forward to the new season. I know a few people are getting worried by the lack of signings, and I understand that. I totally understand that. But I'm not going to get worried yet. We've still got 3 weeks to go, and anything can happen, and can happen very, very quickly. With the World Cup as well, things may have been delayed a little bit on the transfer front. So I totally understand it. Obviously, it's not ideal. Hopefully, we can sort it out soon and get a few more signings in the bag. We've only really made, let's look at it really, Lee Grant doesn't count because Joel Pereira is going to go out on loan. He's our third choice goalkeeper. We've added 2 players to the squad, that being Fred and Diogo Dalot. And then of course, Daley Blin's left, Matteo Darmian likely to leave. So there's a lot of players that are going to be on the way out. So we need to bring in players. If we bring in a solid centre half, because I'm not convinced by most of our centre halves. If we can bring in a solid centre half, I think Bay's quality. I think Lindelof will prove to be quality. I think Jones, when fit, is okay. I think Smalling should probably leave, but it looks like he's not, so he's going to be a backup of some kind. Who else? We've got Rojo. Can we rely on him? I like him. I love Rojo, but can we rely on him? The question marks there. Looks like Tuanzebe is probably going to go out on loan again. We need another centre half. We need a proper centre half. I'm not German Ulrich. I just like this shirt. I like it. It could have been any badge right here. I just like the shirt. Who's Joel going on loan to? Joel Pereira. We don't know who Joel Pereira is going out on loan to yet. Looks like he's going to spend most of, if not the tour up until David De Gea arrives, and then United will sort out his loan move. Be interesting to see where he goes. I'd love it if a Premier League club signed him and made him their #1 choice. Probably unlikely, but maybe in the Championship, maybe go back out to Portugal. He went to Belenenses previously, I think, on loan. The American anthem is going on at the moment. I'm not sure why an English and American club, a Mexican club are playing. Fucking fly coming from somewhere. I don't know why. It's a moth, I think, attracted to the light that we've put up so that this stream looks better, because it is pretty late here in England, guys. Please, Bonucci, says Sam. Where have you heard that one, mate? Let me know in the comments below. We've got about 300 people watching now. We've got 112 likes. Can you get hitting that like button? Do that right now. We've had a few new subscribers in the last couple of minutes as well, so thank you very much for joining us here on youtube.com/Adam McKola. We are live ahead of Manchester United's first pre-season game of 2018, first summer game, and as you can see, there is the lineup. We've got Lee Grant in goal for his first start, Valencia, Smalling, Bailly, and of course Luke Shaw, McTominay, Herrera, and Andreas Pereira in what looks like a midfield 3. It could also be a 4-2-3-1. Mata, Mitchell, and Anthony Martial. Tony Marshall FC, stand up, rejoice. Anthony Marshall still here. We were worried he might be leaving. Jose Mourinho has been speaking positively, and he says the front 3 is looking like being Mata, Marshall, and Sanchez for the first game of the season. Now he's started Marshall at #9 here. He's started Mata on the right. He's started Mitchell on the left. Maybe Sanchez will start where Mitchell is starting, and that'll be our front 3. Then we've got that midfield 3, McTominay, Herrera, Pereira. We've got Matic and Fred coming back soon, so maybe Matic, Herrera and Fred. McTominay, Pereira being the backup, Pogba joining up later with the squad. We've got Fosu, Mensah on the bench as well, of course. Great to see him back with the Manchester United team as well. Excited to see Martial and Shaw tonight, says Tim Walsh. I'm in Ireland too, says Dean, so there's a couple of you guys watching from Ireland. Youngster you're most looking forward to seeing, says Alberto. It would have to be Angel Gomes or Tahith Chong, to be totally honest with you. But I like all of them. I think we've got a talented group of young players here at Manchester United. I think your lad Mason Greenwood's a very, very talented lad as well. The youngest player in the squad at 16 years old, travelling with Manchester United to America. What a experience it is for that boy. What an experience it is. So hoping they all have a great time there, hoping they learn a lot, hoping they train well, hoping they press Jose Mourinho. Because if we get injuries during the season, and we need to call upon them guys. Because look, we got 3 weeks left of the season now. I tweeted recently about people were putting up suggested lineups for Premier League games and stuff. And I was seeing Tahith Chong in them, Gomes in them. And I'm thinking, you guys are having an absolute laugh. First of all, think about who our manager is. He's unlikely to throw these guys in at the deep end like that. And second of all, stop heaping so much pressure on these boys. They are very, very talented. Very talented. But this is a big leap from academy to first team. It's a big leap. Angel Gomes has made his debut for United in a Crystal Palace game. You remember that? No one made their debut last season. Tahith Chong's yet to make his first team debut. Their first Tahith Chong's first taste of first team action is going to be on the pre-season tour. Angel Gomes hopefully gets some minutes. But to think that these guys are going to be starting league games regularly and all that, I think it's a little bit unlikely, and I think people need to peg down their expectations a little bit. Hopefully they get minutes off the bench, involved with the first team, substitutes here and there, first team squads, cup games. You know, hopefully they're involved that way, and hopefully, you know, best case scenario, one of them tears it up so good that they can't come out of the team. But stop piling that pressure on them. Stop expecting that, because that's unlikely. These boys are still very, very young. They need to mature. They need to grow up. This is a great experience for them, being on this pre-season tour, being in the squads, probably starting a few games on this pre-season tour as well. So yeah, just stop piling so much pressure on them. They're young lads, they're talented lads, and it's great to be excited about them, but stop piling so much pressure on them. Warren is watching from San Francisco. I've been to San Francisco, absolutely fantastic place. Kieran McKenna is coaching the second half, says Benny. Bring back Pat McGibbon. Is Pogba going to... Pogba's not leaving Manchester United this summer. Get that out of your heads. It's not happening. Pogba is not leaving Manchester United. He may leave in the future. One day, once upon a time, 2, 3, 4, 5 years down the line. But he's not leaving Manchester United this summer. They got 200 million. Can't imagine Pogba going to Spain and paying all those taxes. 5 minutes till kickoff, says Dean. And you are right, mate. It's 5 minutes till kickoff. Get hitting that like button if you're excited for Manchester United's first pre-season game of the summer. We have got Club America. Yes, we got Club America. Then we got San Jose Earthquakes. Then we've got AC Milan. Then we've got Liverpool, Real Madrid. And then we've got Bayern Munich. So we've got an action-packed pre-season. That's before the season kicks off against Leicester City at Old Trafford on Friday, August the 10th, which is exactly 3 weeks today. 3 weeks to go. This is our first pre-season game, and in 3 weeks' time we'll have our first league game. And in between that, we've got 5 other games in pre-season. 6 games between now, including this one, and that. Oh my days. Pogba ain't going to Barcelona, man. Steve says a lot of stuff and it hasn't come true. Still waiting for Cruz. Irishman living in South Georgia, living in the woods on the river. I hear banjos, says Benny. The lads are out on the pitch in the new kit, the red kit with black trim and black stripes, looking like Dennis the Menace, fading into the black shorts, going into the black and red socks. It's actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. Anthony Martial there, my guy. Antonio Valencia, the captain, next to Lee Grant in the green kit. United's boys are out. Lee Grant's first ever game as a Manchester United goalkeeper stood in between Antonio Valencia and Ander Herrera. I bet 2 months ago he never expected this to be the case for him. Shows you that dreams do come true. McTominay, Demi Mitchell, Mata, Bailey, Smalling. That's the team for Manchester United. Grant, Valencia, Smalling, Bailey, Shaw, McTominay, Herrera, Andreas Pereira, back from his loan at Valencia, back to stake a claim for a place in Manchester United's first team. Can he do it? In the last 2 pre-seasons, Jose Mourinho has given Pereira a lot of opportunities. I remember playing him in his number 6 position, number 8 position, out wide as well. That game against Wigan, Jose's first ever game, he played him in that number 6 position and he was excellent, scored a great goal too. I love Andreas Pereira. I thought his time was up at Manchester United. This World Cup could have bought him a few more months. Can he show Jose he's the man? The team, again, Lee Grant, Valencia, Smalling, Bailey, Shaw, McTominay, Herrera, Pereira, Mata, Marshall and Mitchell. Martial starting. Can he score a goal? I think Martial is going to score 2. I think Manchester United are going to win 3-0, 3-1 maybe. Looking forward to this goal, guys. We got 2 minutes until kick-off. The team for Club America is Marquezin in goal, Aguilera, Alvarez, Reyes in a back 4. They've got Corona, Rodriguez and Martinez, Ibarra, Ibargüen and Martin. I don't know any of those fucking players, but they are starting for Club America. United's team is right next to me. We got a minute till kickoff. Bum chums Herrera and Mata together there on the pitch. Much love from Carolina. Thank you very much, Jeff. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember, I am not showing the game. This was just a pre-match chat. So thank you very much for joining us here on Adam McKola TV. The game is going to kick off very, very shortly. Make sure you hit that like button before you shoot off and watch the game. My score prediction, as I said, 3-0, maybe 3-1. But I'm going to go for a Lee Grant clean sheet in his first game, combined with Joe Pereira, who's probably going to come on at some point, as well as a whole host of other substitutions. But I'm going to go for 3-0. Do predictions even matter in these games? We've got Club America there currently involved in a huddle. Now, huddles are... I've been involved in huddles when I've played football, obviously not at any sort of professional level. But I've always wondered, like, why are we doing this? Why don't we just do this in the dressing room? But nevertheless, huddles are going down. Anthony Martial's there in United's red and black kit, looking good. Demi Mitchell, they're saying, big opportunity for him on that left-hand side for Manchester United. Martial to score 2. Matt to score 1. United to win 3-0. Decent start to pre-season I'm going for. If you want me to do a post-match review, I will do. Let me know in the comments. I'm of course going to do one for full-time Devils, so I'm going to have to do one for full-time Devils, then jump over to here. But make sure you keep it locked. Make sure you keep it Adam McKola TV. Like, share and subscribe. The game has kicked off. And for now, guys, I have been Adam McKola. This has been the preview for Manchester United against Club America. I'm out of here.